Hi, everybody. Crafting Journey here. That Journey Chick on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Yeah, because I'm getting closer to 900 followers on Instagram. Closer. Are you ready to make a hat? Yes, I have Alice with me. Alice, say hello to everybody. Hello, it's Alice. No, it's really me. Um, you're going to get to see up and close how to make a hat. And I am using my favorite yarn, which is Ferris wheel. Um, it's a 4 weight. It's evergreen color. It's the same hat that I'm wearing. And yes, it's 100 degrees outside everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. It's hotter than Hades, but we're going to make a hat. Let me say hello to everybody. If you're watching back on the replay, make sure you follow along. I know Wilma's ready. She's got her yarn. She said it was a light color, a light tan. So, yay. Um, but she's never crocheted a hat. Hey, Robert. Nice to have you. Kim is here. Hi, Kim. Hi, Mary. Oh, Mary, where you been? I'm going to go diamond paint while I watch. Well, okay. That's just fine. Wilma's only done baby blankets and Afghans in the past, but have upped her game. Well, I wouldn't call making a hat. Most people start with hats and then go to Afghans. They don't start with Afghans and then go to hats. I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, yes, Alice is back. Verna, hello. Okay, we're going to start. Hi, Gail. Hi, Shawana. Everybody's in the house. Okay, so I have taken this off. You know, I have learned a valuable lesson this week. Use your planner to talk about your crochet projects because uh, if you don't, you'll forget. Like where did I get the pattern for this? What yarn did I use? So on today, which is Wednesday, I'm going to say that I started a hat. Crochet, I can't spell crochet. Crochet hat. I'm using Ferris wheel. Number 4 weight yarn. And I'm going to use a 5 needle hook, crochet hook, a number 5 crochet hook. We're going to put this pin away. So now that I've written it down here, oh, where did I get the pattern? This pattern is it's not my own invention, guys. It's from a book. Here's the name of the book: Crochet Beanies and Slouchy Hats. And this just happens to be like my favorite pattern. The book is by Julie King. There's 31 patterns in here. I love a slouchy hat. And here's what it will look like because we're going to do it in the round. Now, when I work in the round, I still like to keep track of where I am. So, and I didn't do it ahead of time. I need to cut a piece of yarn. I will do that right now. Hold on. All right. Just so I don't use stitch markers, I just use a small piece of yarn to tell me, and I go from row to row with a piece of yarn instead of using stitch markers. Brian is here and Mickey is here. Hey guys, how are you? Both are moderators. If you see them in blue, they are moderators. If you see them in green, that means they are members of my channel. Yes, you can become a channel member anytime for as little as $1.99 a month. I'm sorry, I had to catch my breath. There's to find out how, it's down in the description. Can I take this hat off now? You guys have seen it. It's so hot. Oh my God. Why are we making hats? Okay. Cheryl's here. Hey, Cheryl. Dawn loves diamond painting. She is here. Okay. We can start now. Now, whatever you're comfortable with, you can start. If you want to do the magic ring, I don't like the magic ring, so I always do my slip knot and then I do chain 4 to start my ring, because I put the hook away instead of the pin. So I will go ahead and do a slip knot. And if you guys can stop me at any time if I'm going faster than what you think I should go. And then I'm going to chain 4, 2, 3. Alice is chaining 4. Then what I'm going to do is a slip stitch into that first chain. I like to put my finger in there to kind of I put this on the other side. I like to put my finger in there just to make it a little big. Come on, get over there, get over there. There we go. Then we're going to put 12 or 13. Let's see. Okay, we're going to chain 3 after we do a slip stitch. We're crocheting a hat, Cheryl. Okay, so I've got the ring. There's my little ring. Okay, I've already slip stitched. Now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That will count as your first double crochet. Now we're going to do 12 more in the little ring that we have here. All right, 1, 2. I got to count, guys. 2, 3, 4. I did not put on any lights. Okay, there's 4. So in order for you guys to be able to see this, let me put on some light, because that might help. That might help. All right, where did I leave off? 4. Mickey is a magic ring person. Mickey, are you doing this with me? Hey, Sharon. Mickey, I would be, do you know, I would probably fall off my chair and just, bow if Mickey said she was doing this along with me. She's just too into diamond painting. Mickey can crochet around us all. So we've done 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Can y'all see what Alice is doing? 8, 9. We're just doing double crochets into the ring. 10, 11, and 12. So you're going to have a total of 13, because we're including that first chain 3 right here as a double crochet. Mickey broke a nail. Oh my God. Cheryl says enabler alert. Uh-oh. I don't need to read this next part. Do I? Premier has a great selection of yarn on sale, as well as an awesome clearance. I didn't need to know this. I didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay. Cheryl has done her work today, hasn't she? Okay, so we're gonna slip stitch in that third loop in the chain. So we're just gonna slip stitch. There we go. Now we're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be our first double crochet. It counts as the first double crochet. Danielle is here, and I'll bet she's cross stitching, but that's okay. Boy, is this thing wiggling, isn't it? So Alice has a wiggly arm today. All right, next we're going to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch that you just did that third, those 3 chains. Is everybody following me so far? Is anybody following me, or can I just do this? Rebecca enabled Kim the other day. Oh, Kim, did you get it? Did you get the Notre Dame? I hope everybody got the Notre Dame. It's still available, guys. Get it? It'll be the first landscape I do next year, and we can all do it together. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 double crochets right there. See that hole right there? We're going to go right back into that hole and do 2 double crochets. There we go. Now I got to read the pattern. Hold on. And it's too far away from me. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch around. So remember we had 12 or 13. So we've already got 3 in that first stitch. So now we're going to do 2 more in each stitch. Is it 2 or 3? 2. Yeah. 2 double crochets in each stitch. Hi, Olga. It cost you 90 pounds because of shipping. Oh, I'm so sorry. Gail says, oh my God, I just realized you are Alice. Yes, I am Alice. I am Alice. See, you can tell by my nails. I don't do my nails. I know that like Shalene had a nail appointment today. Olga is following. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead. We can go 2 in each stitch all the way around. That's pretty easy. Let me get me some yarn here. Give Alice some yarn. Let's just hope stitch doesn't catch on. Okay, let's see. What's Mickey saying? Cheryl, you make me so happy. I'm not a yarny anymore. It was bad enough when the people I did know back then. Yes, there's such a thing as too much yarn. No, there's not. Well, there is now, because now I got my sister living with me, so I have too much yarn. Okay, 2. You're gonna make me lose my count. All right, 2 double crochets in each stitch. All the way around. I'm not a big fan of green, but these hats that I'm making now are all going to be sold at the retreat, or they'll be for sale at the retreat. So if you just want to watch me do this, you can buy it at the retreat. And Cheryl, fear not, we're going to get that daggone hat out and we're going to do loom knitting next Wednesday. So I haven't given up on loom knitting. I'm still a loom knitter. I just needed a break. Okay, what's going on with the yarn here? What's going on with the yarn? Oh, that piece got in the way. Okay. Cheryl says there's no such thing as too much yarn. Robert says, how come you're not pulling from the middle? I can pull from the middle. You can just go ahead and, pull the string on the close your loop on the middle if you want. But yeah, oh, how come I'm not pulling from the middle of this yarn? Because I didn't feel like digging down in here to find it. Because it's more of a mess than I cared to do. If it's like if it's obvious, Robert, and I can see where the yarn is inside these middles, I'll pull it from the middle. If not, I'm not going to fight with the yarn and try to go digging in there and try to find it. And usually with I find with this Ferris wheel, it's just you can't find the middle. And these hats go so quickly, it's fine just to go from the outside. The one I made, the one I just had on my head, this keeps catching. The one I just had on my head, it took me a little over 3 hours to do that one last night. And I actually had to, Stitch wouldn't let me do the last row. I had to get out my iPad, put the mouse game on for Stitch, so he would leave me alone so that I could finish the last row of that daggum hat last night. He loves that mouse game. All right. So now we've gone all the way around. let's just count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's what you should have, 26 double crochets. And then you're going to want to slip stitch into the third chain of this chain 3 here. You're going to slip stitch in there. Well, Alice is going to. Let's hope. And let's see. Now we're going to be on row 3. Who's with me? Jennifer! Jennifer, how are you? Stitch is a little devil. Hi, Jerry. Nice to have you. Okay. All right. So the third row. Okay. 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and repeat around. Okay. We're going to do 1 and 2. Okay. So we're going to chain 3 first, right? Chain 3. Nope, we're not chaining 3. Sorry, no chain 3. We're just going to do a 1 double crochet in the next stitch. 1 double crochet, and then we'll do 2 in the next stitch, all the way around. 2. 1. I mess up. 2 in the next stitch, and I'm out of the camera. I just took Alice right out of the picture there. Wilma's finished. Oh, she finished row 2. Yay. Okay. So row 3, Wilma, you're not going to chain 3. You're just going to do a double crochet in the first stitch. And then you'll do 2 double crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets all the way around. 1, then 2. Mary says, I can't find the inside yarn. I work from outside to inside. Exactly. Okay, here we go. 1, and then 2 in the next stitch. And 1, and 2 in the next stitch. I know who would love this hat. Jennifer loves green. Green is her favorite color. Okay, 1, then 2. And double crochet is the only thing you're going to do in this pattern, except until you get to the last row, and then because you're going to want to decrease that last row, you're going to end up doing some half double crochets and single crochets. But for the most part, it's double crochet. You lost Alice. Where's Alice? What happened to Alice? Alice went away. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let's get Alice back. Oh, that Alice. She's so much trouble. Okay. All right. Alice is back in the studio. Let's bring her in.
There she is. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. She's back. How do you keep track of all that counting, but on the loom, no counting? It trips you up. I know. I just have to pay attention. If I'm watching a show or something, it can't be a show that I really have to concentrate on, like when you watch like Handmaid's Tale. I can't crochet or watch Handmaid's Tale. Just can't do it. But if it's something silly like Too Hot to Handle or Big Brother or something that doesn't require your full attention, then you can count and do it at the same time.
So I'm at the 1. And then, if you forget, you just look at the last stitch and see how many, double crochets you put in there. Because we're just doing 1 and 2. For this row, anyway. So we're working, see how we're working in the round now? It's gonna go around. And I'm gonna start, after the 3rd row, I'll probably start using my, Alice is echoing, isn't she? I didn't mute her. Okay, she should stop echoing now. Okay. 1, 2, Becca's here and Mallory is here. Hello, Mallory and Becca. Did I say hi to Deanne? Did I say hi to Amanda? And Nick and Tina are here. Who else did I miss? Oh, Nick and Tina are going to participate in the next mystery diamond painting. That's going to be fun. 1. Well, that's a ways off, but I'm glad you guys signed up. 2. Maybe I'll pair you with each other. You can get each other a mystery painting. Won't that be fun? 1, 2, 1, 2, 'Then we're going to go 1 and then 2 in that last stitch. 2. Then we're going to, what are we going to do next? Round 4. So now you're going to, what I do now is I'm going to start marking my rows. This is the end of round 3. I'm going to put this, I'm going to use this as a stitch marker, this piece of yarn. And I'm going to put it right in there. I just find this easier than a stitch marker. I just tuck it right there. And now we're going to do one double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Wilma, did you get all that? Mary's about halfway done with her mystery diamond painting. Oh, that's awesome. Mary, come to Mickey's live on Friday night and we'll show off all the paintings. That'll be cool. All right. Are we in the picture? Are we in the picture? Where's it? Where do we need to be here? Hold on. There we go. So this is what we've got so far. And we're just going to be working around. And in order for you to know where your row stops, that's why I use this piece of yarn, or you can use a stitch marker, guys, whichever one. Let me know when you guys are done with row 3. Brian wants to sign up. Brian, go to the signups are in the Crafting Journey Facebook group. All you have to do is look for the announcement and put your name underneath there. We're going to give signups till the end of August, and then I'll match everybody up. Then we'll have September and October to get everybody together, order their paintings, and hopefully we'll shoot for a November 1st start date. You can even make it holiday paintings, whatever you want. It's fine. Do you go back into the stitch? Do you go into the back of the stitch or the front? We're going in what? We're going into the front right here, into this top right there. We're done with row 3. We've put our piece of yarn here, or our stitch marker, and we're going to go right in here into this little hole right there and do a double crochet And then we're going to go right into the next stitch, that hole right there. See, there should be 2 loops there. And we're going to do a double crochet. And then on the next stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets. So it's going to be 1, 1, and 2 all the way around. So we're going to do 2. So then we're in the next stitch, we're going to do 1. And the next stitch is 1 double crochet. And then the next stitch will be 2 double crochets. Have I lost anybody? Yeah. My sister said yes. she's the peanut gallery back there. So now, what's going on? Cheryl is still waiting for a painting. Well, Cheryl, you could have done the black and white one. It would have been challenging, but yeah. I know that, like, Marianne, hers came black and white, and she's doing it. She said she's enjoying it. So Samantha's here. Hello. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Hi, Melanie. I did see you. Thank you for coming in. Just got here. Please just watch the replay, and you'll be able to, figure out what I'm doing and follow along if you want to start from the beginning and watch the replay. Yep. Mary says you agree with my sister. Okay. Okay. So, all right, we're going around. We're doing 1 double crochet in that stitch first, the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch, all the way around row 4. This is not my favorite crochet hook, but it'll do. I love the tulip crochet hooks that I have, but I don't, if I have a 5, I don't know where, I don't know where I put it. I probably have a 5 somewhere, but I just don't know where it is right now. You said if Jenny wasn't sending the new one, you would do it. Yeah. Do I like the furl hook? I have some furl hooks. Yeah, I like those, but not as much as I like the tulips. And furls are a little bit more expensive. I think of furls as more of a sort of a novelty than anything. They're just gorgeous hooks, but I prefer the tulips. See, now I don't remember where I was, but I know there's the 2. So 1, 1, I'm going to do 2 in the next stitch. 2. This is actually going to turn out, this Ferris wheel yarn works up so pretty. It really does. Look how beautiful that green is coming out. When I first started, I didn't like that green, but I like the way it's blending here. Marissa's here, and she loves the yarn colors too. And Nana, hi Nana, just stopped in to say hi, and then she's going to go back to sleep, but she loves us. Good night, Nana. Poor thing. I'm assuming you're not feeling well is why you're sleeping, and I hope you feel better. Melly says take care. Hi, Melly. Okay, 1 in the next stitch. And 1. I play like little games with myself when I'm doing this, I count like 1, and then I count 2. I mean, I don't want to do it because I'll confuse you with my little games. So 2 in the next stitch. 1, 1, and 2. Marissa, what are you doing in your life tonight? And we're going to do it till we get back to that stitch marker, that piece of yarn that I'm using. So one, and two, Cheryl, you're so sweet. Thank you. She's asking everybody to hit the thumbs up. You guys are sweet. She's taking care of me. Kim says she wraps rubber bands around her crochet hooks because of grip issues. Really? I don't have that problem, especially when I'm using the tulips. The tulips just kind of like glide through the yarn. They really do. They're amazing hooks. This is not a tulip. I'm not using one right now. Okay, so I think we're almost there. One, and two. Now we want to end with two. The two. There's one. If you don't end with the two, you know you've miscounted somewhere. And two. So then you're going to take that yarn, pull it out, because we've gotten all the way back to the yarn, and then you're going to tuck it right in there next to that stitch that you just did, next to that double crochet. Just tuck it in there. Now you're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So you're going to go one, we're increasing one. We're just starting right into the next row, because what you're doing is you're working this in the round, which means they're not really true rows. That's why I'm using this yarn as a stitch marker, or else I wouldn't be able to count how many rows. It would be very difficult. So, all right. So one in the first stitch, one in the second stitch, one in the third stitch, and I think this is row 5 we're on, and 2 in the next stitch. 1, 2. Are y'all following me? They're like, yeah, we're just going to watch the replay. I think we lost Wilma. Wilma? Hello, Wilma? Okay, so we're going to do that all the way around. 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in the one after that. I need a drink. Sorry, guys. I can't sing without something to drink. I stopped at Sonic and got a diet cherry limeade because it doesn't have caffeine in it. This is the only restaurant drink that I can have. Everything else has caffeine, believe it or not. Cheryl said, oh my God, you said like 7 numbers, so I'm lost. Bring me the loom. Cheryl, it's a pattern. Do you see what the row 3 was 1 and 2. Row 4 was 2 double crochets, then 2. Row 5 is 3 double crochets, then 2. So we'll do it again. We're on row 5, so we're going to go 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, that's 3, and now we're going to do 2 in the next stitch. That's our increase. So you just think about it like, an increase each row, you're increasing. But you got to keep track of your rows somehow. You can use a stitch marker, you can use a piece of yarn. Gosh, that's really pretty. That is really pretty yarn. Sprite doesn't have caffeine in. I know, but nobody has like diet Sprite. I don't drink the regular, any kind of regular soda because it has too much sugar. So I have to have something that's diet and caffeine free, which is kind of a tall order apparently. Um, my sister yesterday, I think I said this on the morning show, she brought me a diet Pepsi, and obviously not caffeine free. And I hadn't drank but a few sips of it, and that chest pain, remember I used to have that chest pain, it came right back. So I know I can't drink the caffeine. Okay, Cheryl says row 1, 2, 2 double, 5, 3 double, then what? What? Poor Cheryl, we'll talk after the show. Row, what row are you on, Cheryl? Aspartame doesn't bother me. Sugar will bother me. How can you guys drink those sugary drinks? Oh, no, thank you. Okay. On row 3, Cheryl, what row are you on? I'm on row 5. What row are you on, Cheryl? And we've lost Wilma altogether. She's just out. She's done. Diet drinks make you swell up. Well, okay, I'm sitting here with a Route 44 saying I don't. Once in a while, I got a Route 44 because it's only $1.44 when you use the app. Could I get a smaller drink? I suppose so. Any normal day, though, I will only have 1 soda a day, like 12-ounce soda a day. The rest of the day, you'll find me drinking water. So I'm good, people. I swear. Cheryl is lost. Okay, Cheryl. What row are you on, Cheryl? Oh, see, Wilma just finished her round 5. Yay! Good for Wilma. Oh, at least I'm making sense to somebody. Cheryl, I can get with you afterwards, just like you always get with me with the loom. She's jonesing for her loom. I want my loom back. 2. This is the second double crochet. This is the third double crochet. And then we're going to do 2 in the next stitch. 1 and 2. All the way around till we get back to our stitch marker. And then 1. So I'm going to just do this while I talk to you. If you're really having trouble following this, you can go back and look at the replay, and you should be able to catch on. Or let me see, where am I? 1. Okay, yeah. We'll just talk afterwards, and I'll try to help you. Diet Pepsi is Mellie's favorite. Yay! And Mary drinks mostly water herself. Yeah, I mean, you'll find me. I like to add a little aspartame to my water. Yes, Cheryl, I'm a junkie, an aspartame junkie. No, I get those mayo things that you can put into the water, and I like to put those in my water just to give it a little flavor, because water is so boring. It really is. All right, where did I do here? Okay, wait a minute. There's the 2. I want to make sure I did this right. I didn't. Hold on. All right, there's 2. Okay, I did it wrong, guys. Let's go back. All right. Here's the 2. 1, 2. Okay, I didn't do the 3. 3. All right. It's easy if you're not paying attention. Making a wave design on a hat waiting for you on one of your looms. Oh, that's cool. Okay, 2 goes here. 1, 2. Yeah, 1 there. 2 goes there, 3, and then 2 in the next stitch. How am I doing on time? Okay, 2 in the next stitch. Wilma's already done and waiting for me. 1, 1, and then 2. And don't forget, I am doing a yarn giveaway. You know, I do a yarn giveaway every month. This month, in addition to the yarn, I'm giving away $25 TSA, Treasure Studios Arts gift card. So you can go over there and buy a Halloween diamond painting. But wait until you see the one that Jen and I are going to diamond paint before you pick one out. Did I do that wrong again? I keep doing it wrong. 2. Yep, I did it wrong again. Okay. Okay. Pay attention. And now 2. 1, 2, Mary has an Afghan loom, Afghan in progress. Me too. The temperature one. Look at Kim's question. How many stitches between your double stitches, as the double stitches are your increases? How many stitches between your double stitches? There are no stitches between your double stitches. You're double stitching in every stitch. Some of them you're doing 2 double stitches. So 1, 2, 3 double stitch, and then 2 double stitches in the same stitch. That's where your increase is. Now 1, 2, 3. Each row you're increasing the number of double crochets you're doing before you do the 2 double crochets in one stitch. Does that make sense? This is a, Kim, this is a hat that's done in the round. They're not complete. Each row is not separate because it's done in the round. It's like a seashell. It just keeps going and going. The row actually never stops. That's why we have stitch markers to tell us really where to stop and then start your increase for the next circle around, because you're not doing, like, each row is not separate like a normal hat, because this one is done in, it's called in the round. Okay, so where was I? 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm back to the double. 2, 1, 2. It's just a double crochet in every stitch, but some stitches have 2 in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the same stitch. Then 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next stitch. And I've almost come all the way around to this piece of yarn. So we're not going to end the row. We're just going to keep going, but this is really going to tell us where we're going to increase again, because it's done in the round. So you never really stop and go to another row. It's just continuous. So now we're going to do 2 in the next stitch. 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next stitch, and then 2. Now, so that's going to be 1 and 1. So something I've done something wrong because that should end with the 2. So let me go back and count where I messed up here. This is, and it's kind of difficult because this is where I started. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I did that wrong right there. So right here should have been a double. I went 4 instead of 3. So we'll put the 2 in the next stitch. If you get back to your stitch marker and you're not on the 2 in the same stitch, then you know you've miscounted, because the 2 in the next stitch should be the last thing right before your stitch marker. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2. And it's going to be, yeah, okay, 1. Yeah, I didn't do 2. Why did I do this? 1, 1, 2, 3. That's supposed to be 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then your last one should be 2. 1, 2. Now we're just going to keep going, but we would need to move our stitch marker up just so we can keep count of where we're at. So we're going to start. It's really an imaginary row. Like we're going to start going around for the 6th time, but we're not doing any stitches in between. We're just going to keep going. So for the 6th one, you're going to want to do 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches and then 2. So it's the pattern. 3 was 1 and 2. Row 4 was 2 and 2. Row 5 was 3 and 2. And row 6 is going to be 4 and 2. And that's probably where we'll have to leave off for this week. Yes, narrate it. It's called a continuous spiral. I just know it as being, it's done in the round, meaning it just doesn't ever stop. It just continues. That narrate is much better at this than me. Kim said she'd never make a good teacher. Yes, you would, Kim. You would do just fine. What's the difference between a double and a single crochet? All right, so you're in a single, you're not going to draw a loop. You're not going to put a loop around your hook. You're just going to go into the stitch and pull up a loop and then go through both like that. And now if you're doing a double, then you want to put a loop around your hook, then go into the stitch, which is right here, pull up a loop, then you're going to go around again, purl through the first 2 loops, and around again and pull through the next 2 loops. That's a double. Hi, honey. Tootsie's here to say hi. Where is the time gone? I know. Cheryl says the best part of learning is no one ever takes it away from you. This is true. Oh my God. You guys should have seen me when I first started. I was so lost, so lost. And some of these very same people that are here today were with me when I first started, including Marissa and Narrate. But that was about 2 years ago. So I've learned a lot in 2 years. So Janie, hi. She has to go. Have a good night, everyone. Bye, Janie. Thanks for coming by. What do you, I mean, you want to go out? Oh, do right now? Seriously? All right, hold on, guys. And the kittens are playing in my suitcase. Hi, kitties. Come on, Tootsie, one out. The kittens are in my suitcase. All right, so I'm gonna keep going for 6. So on round 6, we're gonna do 1 double crochet in the first stitch, 1 double crochet in the second stitch, 1 double crochet in the third stitch, another double crochet in the fourth, and then the next stitch we're going to put 2 double crochets into the same stitch. 1 and 2. And you're going to do that all the way around to get back to your stitch marker for row 6. No, Narrate does crocheting and loom knitting. I don't know if Narrate knits. I wonder about that. Oh, she's saying I'm really good at reading and following a pattern. I'm pretty good at book reading, yeah. Following the patterns in the books. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get the hang of it, but yeah, a lot of trial and error. Melanie, don't feel bad. Cheryl says, what makes them look different? Why use a single versus a double? Because a single's only going to be half the volume of the double. The double gives it a little bit more height. You've got a single, gives it 1 height. A half double would give it a little bit more height. And then you have the double, which gives it even more height than the triple. So it's just the amount of height between the rows. So you could do a single in the round. I'm just choosing to do the double. It would just take you much longer to do the single in the round and get the same hat. You'd have to do twice as many rows, I would think. Kim says, not sure if it's Tunisian. I don't do Tunisian, so I don't know. Kim says, my mom taught me when I was 7 with wool. My nan taught me to crochet with cotton when I was 15. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Phyllis says, I've got YouTube on my tablet and phone. I can't see the chat on my Amazon Fire tablet. Why? Well, I don't know. I've never used an Amazon Fire tablet to watch YouTube, so I don't know. 1, we're going to keep going around, all the way around. 2. So what I'll do is I will finish row 6, 3. Okay, a double crochet in the next stitch. That's 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets in the next 4 stitches. Then we're going to do 2 in the next stitch, and we're doing that all the way around till we get back to the stitch marker. And then we'll stop, and if you want to pick this up next time, we can start there. Next week we can start there if you guys want me to. It's all up to you. Robin, hello. She says, Phyllis, the only way you can see chat on Amazon Fire Tablet is if you go in through the Silk browser. Oh, see, Robin knows. Danielle. Oh, see, Danielle's on a Fire Tablet. She can't either. Oh, so we're going to learn something from Robin today. Okay. Do you guys want me to stop at row 6 and then pick this up next week? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just doing double crochets, 1 in each stitch. Now I'm going to do 2 in the next one. Wilma finished round 6. Yay! Okay, so next week we will take up where we left off. I'll finish up round 6. Well, when you get to the stitch marker on round 6, stop, and that's where we'll pick up next week. If you're having trouble, you can go back and watch it from the beginning. I have frogged and started over hats many times. There's no shame in that. If you didn't get what I was talking about the first or second time, seriously, no shame in that whatsoever, but you'll get it eventually. This is not a difficult pattern. It's all double crochets, and it's done. What was the term Narrate used? She called it something. I say in the round, Narrate called it something else. I have to find what she called it. Anyway, I love you, Narrator. Okay. Oh, Robin's still doing her browser lessons. Okay. Next week is the finish of the doggone hat. It might be the week after. I don't know. Well, we might be. Where are we in the month? We have plenty of Wednesdays left this month, Gerald. We will get to loom knitting. I promise you. But I do have to admit that crocheting is like I love to crochet. I really do. I love it. But you can see here, it's made this shell pattern. There's no separate rows. If you count, there's no separate rows. It just keeps going, which is very cool. Here's the one that I made last night. And you can see if I put it down flat, and this was that Boogie Nights yarn. It's so pretty. This is the yarn that I'm giving away this in this month's giveaway. 3 skeins of it in this month's giveaway. No longer going to be doggone hat. We got to finish this hat, then the doggone hat. I may just work on that and then show you guys what I've done. I'm trying to show you here how this starts going around, and you just keep going around for the entire hat. And then it looks like rows, but it's really not. It's got my hair all over it. So, because it's done in a continuous circle, which makes it kind of easy. I'm actually doing another hat that's a little bit more involved. It's nothing that you guys could probably follow. So thank you guys for coming by. Next up is the Crafty Heifer. I don't know what she has in store for us. Thank you, Alice. Alice is saying goodbye. She'll be back next week so we can finish this. Yes, this is a 4-weight yarn. This is the yarn that I'm using is this one right here, the Ferris wheel. It's a Lion brand called Ferris wheel. And I'm telling you, I have used, I think, every color, and it just works up beautifully. The colors in it are amazing, as you can see. Look how beautiful these colors turn out when you're making the hat. And I've used like the Mocha Java. I made a brown one with the same pattern. Like I said, this one was Boogie Nights, which this is actually a 5-weight, but it works up almost like a 4-weight. So I went ahead and used it as a 4-weight. This is the exact same pattern as well. And I just use a 4-weight of a navy yarn here. So this one's going to be a little lighter than the 5-weight. But winter is coming. We don't know when, but I promise you it will come. Oh, Becca's crocheting a shawl. Nice. Thank you guys for coming by. I'm going to say good night. I will see you in the next live. Don't forget, Crafty Heifer, then D-Nick will be live, then Tia's Crazy Craft Addictions. Okay, so a full night of lives. So enjoy. I love you all. I'm going to grab some dinner, and then I'll meet up with you in the next live. You don't have any Ferris wheel. Any 4-weight, Verna, any 4-weight will work very nicely with this pattern. Okay? Love you all. Bye.